Please help me welcome Jesse.
Yes, I didn't even know I was doing this. Keishawna. I did say that I will fill in if no one else does, so it wasn't a complete surprise. But today it's my pleasure to introduce Keishawna Baker. She'll be doing project number 5, which is Your Body Speaks. The object will be to use stance, movement, gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact to get her point across, and to make her body language smooth and natural. So today Keishawna wants to get people thinking about being happy and what it realistically takes to be happy. So she'll be sharing a story about her 21st birthday and how she started her bucket list. So help me welcome Keishawna for her speech. What's on your bucket list?
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. What do you think of when someone says hottest commodity? You think of something that everybody really wants to get their hands on. It's possibly only 2, maybe 3 in the world. Probably someone like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett has it in their house. But this hottest commodity that I want to talk about today, actually everyone can get a hold of, and it's very precious. And I'm talking about time. Everyone always says, or a lot of people think that time equals money. But it doesn't, because money you can get back. You can take $20 to the casino and walk out with $1,000 magically. But the same thing is not true with time. If you lose even 5 minutes of your life in the most boring presentation and or speech, it is kind of nerve-wracking. And throughout life they tell us your time is precious, make sure you spend time on the right things or things that makes you happy. And as we are brought up through school, elementary, middle, high school, they always tell us about goals. And goals don't really become important to us to set them. What are your life's goals? What do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 5 years? It's not really important to us until we get into our profession or into our career, when we actually have to move forward. If we're not moving into different positions, if we're not doing a job or playing a role that we actually love, then it's kind of a mundane life, and oh, it's Monday, and here we go, and thank God it's Friday. I'm done with this week. So, what are your goals for your actual life outside of work, outside of your family and your friends? What do you have on your list, your bucket list? Do you have a bucket list that says, I want to do these things before I die? And that brings me to my 21st birthday, which is very hilarious because I actually planned on talking about something different today, and Anna got up and she talked about skydiving. Well, I am not I don't like the taste of alcohol, and I don't like going to clubs and parties really much. So that's what most of my friends or people my age do in this generation. When they turn 21, they go to the club or they go and they drink a lot. Well, not me. So I sat and I tried to think, what is something that I really want to do that I've never done before that would make my 21st birthday memorable? And it brought me to skydiving. So, unlike Anna, which I'm glad that she went first, and she kind of beguiled you guys into thinking that it's wonderful, and it is. It's an amazing experience. Mine was a little different. I got there and was with Capital City Skydiving, and they actually had the guys who were going to be doing the tandem jumps with you, putting on their suits, and they're signing everybody up. You're signing the waiver that you could die and no one can sue us. There will be no money, no nothing. Just sign your life away. And so I signed the waiver, and they're like, well, do you want this recorded? We can videotape this for you. And I go, no, I'm fine. I don't want to be on America's Funniest Home Videos. And so we go up there, and they're telling us everything that we're going to need to know. If this happens, or if the first parachute doesn't open when we pull the ripcord, there's a second parachute that is our backup. If that parachute doesn't open, that's fine, we got a third one. If you're going down too fast, and it actually has a device on it that can read the pressure, and if you're moving too fast, it'll just open up. So you won't die, everything will be fine. You've got me. So I get into this small little bitty airplane. Mine wasn't like hers. It was actually very small and only room enough for the four of us to sit there really small and hooked to each other. As we go up there, like it's gonna be, 2 miles a drop, 10,000 feet. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm ready. And nothing's happening. My ears aren't popping. Everything's fine. I'm thinking, oh Lord, what am I getting ready to do? Keishawna, you can do this. You're already up here. And the first guy, so he says, when we get up there, I'm going to open the door. And when I put my leg out, I need you to put your leg out. Now, your inclination is going to be to go this way when I open the door and you see the sky and the clouds falling past you. But don't do that. Go this way, because that's where we actually want to go. So the first guy gets up there, he opens the door and he puts his leg out, and the guy does this to go back. He said, no, don't do that. We want to go this way. Go this way. So he put his leg out there and they rolled off. So when we get up there, he goes, okay. He puts his leg out, I put my leg out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking down, I see the clouds, the ground is passing by me very fast. I'm like, Jesus, I can do this. And he told me you have to really arch your back and throw yourself back, because if you don't, there's a possibility that you can just fly off, nothing will work, and it will be bad. So I'm like arching myself into a cramp. I'm trying to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And as we began to fall, after we roll off, it was the easiest thing. I was like, okay, I just gotta let go. And it was the easiest thing to fall off. And then my ears started popping. It was the most horrible feeling in the world. I felt like it should have been blood coming out. And he's like, do you want to go over here? Do you want to go over there? You can pull the cord and we can move around. And I was like, okay, I paid $200 for it. Let's go this way. But I was in so much pain. But when I got to the ground, I was happy. And the closer we got to the ground, my ears stopped popping. So it was an amazing experience. And I'm very happy that I started my bucket list on my 21st birthday. And I've added some things to it since then, like trying different foods. But I would encourage you all to start a bucket list. It's never too late to start a bucket list. It can be something small, like teach a kid how to tie their shoes, or go into a different role at work, or take a position on the Toastmasters club. I'm trying to beguile you into that. But remember that your life is your life. Your happiness is all up to you. What you put into life is what you will get out. So whatever it is that you think you want to do, try it. Even if it's calamari or hors d'oeuvres and the snail is still moving. Thank you.
Cheryl, can we have 1 minute again, please?